In our last video, we were in Poznan, an amazing city in northwest Poland. Today, we're heading for Krakow, or Krakow, as we were told it's pronounced locally. Probably Poland's most famous city next to Warsaw. This place we were looking forward to with quite a degree of excitement. In our last video, quite a few Polish citizens commented on the video and gave us some input which we really appreciated, and we'd like to say thank you. We do welcome all comments. You'll tell that we're already forming an affection for Polish people, who we find to be kind, warm and welcoming. In this video, we'll take you on the roads across the country and talk about the e-toll system and give you a guided tour of the time we spent in the amazing city of Krakow. This truly is worth visiting. It's very historic, it's full of culture, some of it's sad, but that is the rich tapestry of Poland, and it's an amazing place, so we hope you'll stay with us till the end.
We've left the main toll road that runs through Poznan, and we're now onto one of the main A roads that's running towards Wrocław, or actually as it's pronounced in Polish, Wrocław, which is something we've learned. We've driven on roads in 19 European countries, and I have to say, these roads here in Poland rival them completely. The road surface is good, the signage is very good, there's services very regularly, and plenty of fuel stations. So we're very impressed with the Polish road layout. We're just coming up onto the next toll road, which is slightly different to the one that we've used before, which was a ticket and then pay. This is where you have to download an app to your phone, which we've got here, and create an account. And when you go under the e-toll, which is the only way that you can pay for this part of the route, which is on the A4 from Katowice down to Krakow. So as we go under the e-toll notification, then I need to press the button to start the route. You can just see the e-toll booths coming up in the distance. And as we go under there, then I'm going to activate the app on the phone. Now we've preloaded it with 40 zloty, which we've paid by credit card already, which is, you can go online and it will give you an estimate as to how much it's going to cost. So you don't actually need to put too much money on the actual app itself. So as soon as we go underneath, then I'll press the button and that'll start running, and that'll activate the e-toll system on the phone. And there we go. And we're off. And it started to record the route. So when we go through the toll booth at the other end, and then we stop it, and then that'll take the remaining money from the account. After about a 15-minute walk from the site, we're in the centre of the old centre of Krakow. Krakow is one of the oldest cities in Poland, and until 1795 it was its capital. It's been named in the top 120 most attractive cities and one of the best places to set up a business. And in 2009 it was voted the most fashionable city in the world. It gets every year about 14 million visitors, so there must be plenty to see. Well, today it's now had 14,000,002 visitors. Let's go and check out the rest it has to offer. This is the castle in Krakow, and I'm just going to walk around the castle walls because I reckon you're going to get a really good view of the city. There's some absolutely stunning buildings around here, and the river runs straight through the centre of Krakow, and it's really well used by the locals. There's plenty of cycleways, scooters you can hire, and people just enjoying. I guess it might be a little bit of unseasonal sunshine towards the end of April. It's about 23 degrees again today, and it's beautiful. They've obviously got the equivalent there of the London Eye, the Krakow Eye. Down there, the big wheel, and to the side of it, hidden by the tree, there's actually a balloon. It's a tethered balloon. When we travelled in yesterday, it was actually up in the sky. So it obviously just goes straight up from there on a tether and gives you good views of the city. This is another impressive Polish city. The infrastructure, the tram system, everywhere you can get around, it's just made very, very easy for the people that live and work here. And there's a beautiful golden domed building in front. Doing a lot of restorations. There are in a lot of places around here in our travels we've seen. You can see why this location was chosen for the castle. It's probably the highest ground you can see in Krakow and very well positioned at the side of the river. Inside, you can see there's a statue here of Pope John Paul II outside of the cathedral. No surprise. I think, if memory serves correct, it was actually from Krakow. So no wonder they want to celebrate that a pope has come from this city just here. A little bit of information for you if you want to visit the castle and the cathedral inside the castle. It's actually free to get in the castle grounds and to have a wander round. If you want to go into the cathedral, it costs 22 zloty, which is just over £4. You can't take backpacks in, you have to check them in somewhere else. Once you're inside the complex here, there are restaurants, there's cafes, and there's plenty of places for you to sit and enjoy the views. And listen to the bells. We're now in the Jewish quarter of Krakow, and there are a number of different walking routes you can take around the city. And this one that we've followed around here is the one of St. Stanislav, which takes you from the dome and the castle around to the Jewish quarter. One thing I've learnt again on this tour is that when you're walking around, always look down all the little alleys, because wherever you look, there's always some really interesting buildings. This has obviously got links because we're in the Jewish quarter. It's got the Star of David above the windows. Some wonderful little nooks and crannies in this city. As soon as you turn around, there's something else to go and have a look at. We found a lovely little square with a bar or a restaurant, and we've just sat down here to have a break from the sunshine and to enjoy a traditional Jewish breakfast. I think it is, we've been told, so yeah, we're going to give it a go.
The Temple Synagogue in Krakow was built in 1860 to 1862. Services were celebrated in Polish and in German up until the Second World War, and the Nazi occupation saw it closed and used as a stable. The Nazis not missing any opportunity to be brutal with the local Jewish community. The Jewish quarter was constituted into a ghetto where Jewish people were required to live until 1942, when the Nazis started to deport Jews from that area to the death camps. After liberation, the Temple Synagogue has been restored to its rightful place and plays its part in the current, contemporary and historical lives of the Jewish community. The main square in Krakow is one of the largest medieval town squares in Europe and lies at the heart of Krakow's social, cultural and economic life. And this has been the case for over 700 years. It's 40,000 square metres in size and has witnessed royal processions, political gatherings and public celebrations. Today it's the life and limb of the city. It's a bustling place and a great place to just be. I could stay here with a camera for hours. What do you think, H?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's one of the most beautiful European cities I've been to. I think it's got it's quite vibrant, it's sophisticated, it's just got a buzz about it that, it gives it something special.
It's different as well, isn't it?
Different, completely different, yeah.
At the heart of the main square in the old town is St Mary's Basilica. It's one of the most recognisable landmarks in Poland. Its construction started in the 13th century and finished in the 14th century. It's characterised by its twin towers that dominate the skyline, the tallest measuring 81 metres or 265 feet. The interior has a magnificent wooden altar that's carved exquisitely with scenes from the life of the Virgin Mary. So, Krakow.
Yes.
Or do we just say Krakow? We say Krakow. I know it's spelled
Krakow. I think it is. Krakow, I think it is, yeah.
It's pronounced
Yeah.
slightly different to what we thought. We thought it was going to be Krakow, but
Yeah.
it's Krakow or Krakow.
Yes.
What a place.
I'm sort of running out of superlatives for all these different places because we're getting sort of surprised every time we go somewhere different. So,
we started in the Jewish
lovely.
quarter, which was after we went to the castle first. But we started in the Jewish, went to the Jewish quarter, which was quite interesting. And obviously, I'd heard of the Warsaw ghettos, but I didn't realise there was also a ghetto in Krakow. And significantly took the same path really as the Warsaw ghetto, and we're heading next to Auschwitz, so we'll probably have a lot more to say about the treatment of the Jewish people after we've been there. We're just going to hold that subject for now, but the city itself is beautiful. It's a very, very peaceful, vibrant, busy little city really, with a tremendous history. But we're going to go and get some fuel and head off down towards Auschwitz. We're staying on an interesting place, which we'll tell you more about in the next video. And also, don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram. We've got 2 Instagram channels. But above all else, whatever we do, we'll try and do it tastefully and bearing in mind respectfully what happened there. So, Martin out.
Helen out.